that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here, right here with me in my kitchen. Today, we're going to be talking about following the narrow gate. I want you to understand what that means. To follow the narrow gate. This means to follow God and not worry about everybody else. Not worrying about what people may say, think of you, or even believe that you can do. In this measure, I want you to understand you're not going to be liked. You're not going to be loved. You're going to be placed in a position where people will be dismayed against you, will not care for you, will extremely go against you just because of what you are and what you have in you. To get to this part, you got to first understand the verse that's behind it. And I want you to listen to me. Pick up your device, pick up your book, your phone, your tablet, whatever. I want you to hear this verse. Matthew 7:13 through 14. I'm reading from the New King James Version. We're going to pick this apart. Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And there are many who go in by it. Because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. So let's begin with the first part, the wide gate that it talks about. This is where our flesh is pleased, where everything in us is pleased. What I mean by this, there's no afflictions. There's nothing that's stopping you. You're able to do what you want, say what you please, deliver your way the way you please, and not worrying about anything. The same way we'll be doing life with our dieting. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm a fitness person, so I'm going to give it to you just like I know it. When you are in fitness and health, there's certain diets you have to do to get to the certain body parts you want to get to. So with this, you have to take away some things. You have to be disciplined. Through the wide gate, you don't have to be disciplined. You can eat all the food you want. You can do everything that you want and still not get what you're after. You can go to a job and without the repercussions and suspect to get everything you think you're going to get. You can show your behind. You can do all the negative things, but not get what you're really after. You will not look at the repercussions. You will not depend on God. You will not depend on everything that God has for you. But still, you're going to formulate yourself in your own totality. This meaning you're going to chase money. You're going to chase everything that's of the world instead of chasing your everlasting. You're going to put yourself in a situation where you can't be fully developed. Now, anybody that's of God, it says in His word that He chastises the ones that He loves. He chastises the one that He loves. I'm going to make sure that you see what I'm saying. And it's a wonderful thing because that means that you're not just going to get there. God's going to make sure you work through it. So, not only that, God says that even with this, He'll be with you. Now, this is when we start beginning to go through the narrow gate. That gate where everybody judge you because of what you do. That gate when you're being successful